Karma comes full circle. Last year, Crystal Palace finally won the FA Cup and was all set to happily compete in the Europa League, only to run afoul of UEFA's multi-club ownership rule, which prohibits clubs under the same ownership from playing in the same European competition because their shareholder John Textor also holds a stake in French club Lyon. There was a classic workaround: transfer the shares into a blind trust and submit documentation proving no decision-making power, which would have avoided the issue. But Palace missed the March 1st deadline. They appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sports CAS, since Nottingham Forest would have been the beneficiaries if Palace were excluded from the Europa League. Forest's owner Evangelos Marinakis immediately dispatched a team of expert lawyers to block the appeal. In the end, CAS upheld the original ruling. Palace were demoted to the Europa Conference League. It's worth noting that Marinakis isn't exactly clean either. Besides owning Nottingham Forest, he also owns Greek club Olympiakos. But the old fox had already transferred Forest's shares into a blind trust, covering his tracks flawlessly. Although UEFA currently accepts this arrangement, they will surely reassess it in the future. Otherwise, a few billionaires could link up Europe's top clubs and seriously undermine the purity of football competition. But that's a story for another day. Yet the world works in mysterious ways. This season, Forest were eliminated in the Europa Conference League semi-finals by the Europa League king Unai Emery, while Crystal Palace went on to lift the Europa Conference League trophy and will rightfully compete in the Europa League next year. No wonder Palace chairman Steve Parish shouted at the moment of victory, "The good guys won," finally releasing a year's worth of pent-up frustration. Even more strikingly, just one day before Palace's triumph, Marinakis got into a bizarre altercation with the nephew of Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis while watching the EuroLeague basketball final and ended up beaten black and blue. That's just mystical. What's meant to be yours will find its way. Palace still played European football just a year later, and they even picked up a Conference League trophy along the way. What isn't meant to be yours, you can't grab even if you try. Nottingham Forest nearly got relegated this season due to the strain of multiple competitions, and their owner even suffered a bloody mishap. Karma is a thing. Beautiful, just beautiful.